Hello guys, Robot1 here, coming at you with the future of Yu-Gi-Oh! A segment on my channel where we talk about cards that are coming out later in the game and just see what they do, look at how good they are, and just discuss about them. Now, we have got some more cards coming out in, I forgot the set name, Rira. We got Rira, that's the set. Go on, Rira. Tell me I'm wrong. That's the code, but we've got some new Yosenju cards and new Fortune Lady cards coming out in this set, and I want to have a look at them and talk about them, specifically because we've got a new Pendulum monster for them, and we all know that I love pendulums, so we're going to have a look at these, we're going to talk about them, and we're going to see what they do, because I haven't looked at them. I know I'm a day late, but I haven't looked at them, I haven't touched them, because it's like, I want to look at these on video and just give my full opinion and reaction, so let's get into it. So we got first the new Yosenju Saburokaze. I'm assuming he's supposed to be copying when the guy who played him in Arc V, I forgot his name. He was like the first antagonist other than Leo to Yuya. Yeah, Yuya. But yeah, artwork looks nice. He's a level 4 Winged Beast Warrior effect, 700 attack, 400 defense. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name. If you control another Yosenju monster, okay, when this card is normal summoned, you can add one Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand. Nice. Okay. This is a free Pendulum search. Yosenju Pendulum monster. You can search Diaback, you can search left, right, or you can search the new Pendulum monster that we'll see in a minute. Okay. And its second effect is, you can target one Yosenju card you control, place one Dizzy Winds of the Yosen Village, or one Yosen Whirlwind from your deck face up in the spell and tropical zone, and if you do, return that target to the deck. Okay, so it's got a way to search I don't know what those cards are exactly, actually. Let's just quickly have a look. So Yosen. So this is the Pendulum Searcher, and this is, I can't remember what it is. Target one card your opponent controls, return it to the hand. Activate this by paying on life once turn. If your Yosen monster you control returns to the hand, target one card your opponent controls, return that target to the hand. Okay, cool. So you can add the Pendulum Searcher, or you could add that. Okay, nice. And you have to return a card to the deck, but you get a free Pendulum Searcher. And once per turn during the end phase, if this card is normal summoned, return its hands, just like every other Yosenju monster. Okay. So it's a Pendulum Searcher, and it's a searcher for the Dizzy Winds Village, which allows you to search Pendulum monsters, I believe. Just let me correct myself on this. You can put in monsters, activate one of these effects, one level 5 or higher Yosenju monster from your deck to your hand. Place one Yosenju L and one L from your deck in the Pendulum Zone. Yeah. So yeah, this is the Pendulum Searcher. Okay, cool. Interesting. I like this because it searches the Pendulum Searcher, and it also gives you the ability to search a Yosenju Pendulum monster. So that in general is just really nice. Okay. Next we have Yosenju Inu Machi. Okay. Level 4 Wind Beast Warrior, 800 attack, 1200 defense. Okay, you can only use the first and second effect of this card one time. You can discard this card during this turn. Your opponent's cards and effects cannot be activated when a Yosenju monster is normal special summoned. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. It stops your opponent from basically judgmenting you or warning you. So that's pretty decent. Okay, I would say this is probably a 2 of at best. If you feel like it's needed. If you control another Yosenju monster, you can activate this effect, draw one card. Okay. So if you normal summon it, it's a +1. Alright. Once per turn during the end phase, if this card was normal summoned, return it to the hand. Okay, so just the same as every other Yosenju monster. So this is a sort of a protection clause for your Yosenjus, which is kind of nice, I think. It also is a +1 technically, so this is interesting. I like this effect I like this just because it gives you the ability to prevent yourself from being warninged or judgmented, which is one of the biggest problems of Yosenju. Because if your summon gets stopped, you kind of just lose from there on. So, yeah, this is pretty good. Now let's get onto the card that I wanted to talk about. So, Yosenju Hitosumen no Muraji. I hope I pronounced that right, but it's a dragon. So level 10, Wind Beast Pendulum effect, 2000 attack, 3000 defense. Okay. Scale 3. Pendulum effect. You can only use the pendulum effect of this card once per turn each. Target one Yosenju monster in your pendulum zone. Until the end of this turn, its scale becomes 11. Nice. But you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except Yosenju monsters. I would expect that nonetheless. Okay, that's pretty good. And L is what scale? It is a 3. You are a 5. Okay, so you're typically going to be making this level scale 11, but it already makes itself scale 11. So, is it any pendulum scale until the end of this turn? When you send card in your pendulum zone. Yeah, so you could have essentially one scale 3 or a diaback, then get the 10th, 11th scale. Okay, so that's why that's there. And during your end phase, return this card to your hand. Okay, that's pretty good because it means your opponent can't MST or scale, they can't twist to it, they can't do anything to it, as long as it's on your own turn. Or as long as they haven't got it set. But that's actually pretty good. So you're always returning the value. All right. And its monster effect is this card cannot be special summoned except by Pendulum Summon. All right, fair enough. If this card is no more special summoned, you can target one card your opponent controls, return that card to the hand. Okay. Not the best for a level 10. Each time another card returns to the hand or deck by the effect of a card you control, all your Yosenju monsters you control gain 500. All right. Cool, but unless I'm summoning like 5 monsters, it's not the best. Once per turn during the end phase, if this card is special summoned, return this card to the hand. This is underwhelming. Honestly, this is underwhelming. Like, being able to make things a scale 11 is nice. Being able to return a card to the hand is nice, but I feel like it could have been a lot more. Like, maybe it could have bounced cards up to the number of Yosenju monsters you summoned when this card was summoned, or what you control. And like, you wouldn't need to give it the 500 boost effect, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. The card looks beautiful. It's got a decent scale effect where you can just make any scale at scale 11, but in general, the card isn't amazing. But yeah. So we got one more card to talk about. Yosenju Wind Ritual. It's a quick play spell card. You can only activate this card with this card's name once per turn. If you control 3 or more Yosenju monsters with different names, and all Yosenju monsters you control to the hand, okay, then you can draw cards until you have 5 in your hand. This is a crap pot of greed. At best. Okay, it's not the best, to be honest, because sure, you can return 3 to 4 to your hand, but at most you're going to be drawing 1 or 2 cards. And you've already most likely done your battle phase at this point, so unless they're floodgates, then they're not really relevant. Yeah, it's not the best. It's not terrible, but it's not great either. Okay, the end, like, best card out of these is this because of pendulum support. Second best would be this. This will be the one that's actually run, in my opinion, just because the prevention of solemn cards and the prevention of and just the additional +1 is nice. But out of all these Yosenju cards, this is just disappointing. Sumen, you're not that good. You're not that good. But let's look at the Fortune Lady support. Let's look at that. Let's look at that. I wanna see the Fortune Lady support as well. Okay, so Fortune Lady cards from Rira. Okay. So first we start off with the actual girl, the rapport girl from 5Ds who turned into an Earthbound Immortal girl. This is basically the artwork of her. Really nice looking card, to be honest. Really nice. She's got Coco Poo's look as well, which is cool. Okay. What's its actual effect though? So Fortune Lady past. Yep, cool. You would think she'll look more like the reporter then, if it's the past. Level 1 tuner effect. Question mark attack points. So something very rare we see nowadays. You can only use the third effect with this card's name only once per turn. Okay. This card's attack and defense becomes 200 times level. All right. Once per turn during each standby phase, increases card's level by 1, max 12. Okay, so just the same as every Fortune Lady card to my knowledge. Its third effect is you can target one Fortune Lady monster you control. Okay, banish from your hand, field, or graveyard any number of spellcaster monsters except targeted monsters. Except the targeted monster. And if you do, increase or decrease that target's monster level by the same number until the end phase. Wait, banish from your hand, field, or graveyard any number of Fortune Lady spellcaster monsters. Any number of spellcaster monsters. Okay. So you can just increase any of the Fortune Ladies by big? What's the biggest Fortune Lady? Fortune. What's the biggest buff on Fortune Ladies? So we got 400 here, we got 400 here, 300, 200, 200. So the biggest one is Earth. Okay. Cool. So you can boost it to max 12. That's okay, I guess. Like, what? It's going to gain an extra 1,200 maybe at most. No, like 6 times 2 is going to gain about 3k. Okay. No, not 3k. Some amount of attack points. Okay. But it's not the best, honestly. It's okay. It's okay. But let's look at the synchro because the synchro actually looks really nice. Synchro looks really nice. So Fortune Lady Ever. Okay, she's forever then. Level 7 light spellcaster. Like spellcaster, question mark attack, question mark attack. One tuner, one or more, one plus non-tuner monsters. You can only use the third effect of this card once per turn. Okay, this card's attack and defense becomes this card's level times 400. Okay. Once per turn during your standby phase, increases level by 1. Okay. You can banish one face-up monster your opponent controls. Oh, okay. So you can increase this card's monster level by this at the standby phase during your standby phase, then banish one face-up monster your opponent controls. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty good. I like that. Once per turn during your opponent's end phase. Okay. If this card is in your graveyard, you can banish one other spellcaster monster from your graveyard, special summon this card. Okay, so it self-revives itself. That's cool. Yeah, that's not bad. Like, it's what, level 7? 7 times 4 is 21, so it's a 21 beat stick. That, if it survives a turn, banishes a monster your opponent controls. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Like, it's not terrible. And this is Fortune Ladies we're talking about, so yeah. So Fortune Lady Cooling. Okay, normal spell card. You can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. Okay. If you control a Fortune Lady monster for the rest of the turn after this effect resolves, you cannot summon monsters from your extra deck except synchro monsters. Okay. Also, special summon from your deck one Fortune Lady monster with a different name from the cards you control. Okay, so this is essentially just make the level 7 for free. This is just make this as quick as possible. Okay, so that's what this is for. This is like an e-tele for your Fortune Ladies. That's all right. That's pretty good. I like that. And finally, Fortune Lady Rewind. All right. You can activate one card with this card's name per turn. Get any number of your banished Fortune Lady monsters with different names. You'll summon them, but shuffle them into the deck during the end phase. Okay, so this is like a return from the different dimension for Fortune Ladies. That's pretty interesting. I like that. Okay. Looking at the Fortune Lady support, it's actually pretty decent. Like, this has never been an archetype that's been super, really powerful, really great. It's more of one of those really fun archetypes on the side. But honestly, this stuff for the deck is pretty interesting. Like, this isn't the greatest, to be honest, being that you have to control another Fortune Lady monster, you have to banish tons of spellcasters, but seeing as this can just summon them all back, this just gives you free resource. This banishes them as well, and also banishes opponent's cards, and is the level 7. It like this isn't as bad. Like honestly, looking at the Fortune Lady support here, it's actually pretty decent. Like just being for one of those side decks that are really fun, that are just there to enjoy yourself with. It's something that's really interesting and really cool to look at. But guys, honestly, the Fortune 80 support is interesting. They got a return from a different dimension. They got an Tele essentially. Like they got a synchro monster that just is 21 beat stick, sure, but deals with all your opponent, can banish any monster your opponent controls, and it's not even target banish, it's just banish. So that's pretty interesting. But yeah, guys, that's what I wanted to talk about in this video. Honestly, these cards are really interesting. Like the Yosenju cards kind of disappointed me. Like this as a pseudo pot of greed at best. This Pendulum card not being amazing. I was hoping it would do a lot more. This is pretty good. Being able to just protect your stuff from like solemns and stuff. This support searcher, not gonna lie. Scale searcher, not gonna lie, pretty decent. And yeah, like the Fortune Lady stuff is decent as well. This is cool. I love the artwork as well. She looks like Hatsune Miku, don't know why, but she's really nice artwork and really decent card when you think about it for a Fortune Lady deck. They got an E-Tele and a return from the different dimensions, so all this support is really interesting. But guys, tell me what you think of this support in the comment section below, because I want to hear your thoughts and opinions. I've given you my thoughts and opinions on it. They're really interesting, they're really cool, and I might test them out a bit. I don't know, I've never tried Fortune Ladies before. I might have to learn the deck, but tell me your thoughts in those comments below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like the button to show that you enjoyed it and want to see more content from me like this. If you want to see more Yu-Gi-Oh videos from me, don't forget to press the subscribe button to get them in your subscription box, and press the notification bell to be notified of them, because that's the only way people apparently see videos nowadays. But yeah, also look out for my streams that I do on Thursdays at 8 p.m. UK time. But guys, this support is interesting. It is really cool. Honestly, I love the artwork on all of it. Really cool artwork. Definitely liking this. This is interesting to me. Like a Fortune Lady Dark there, and then the Fortune Lady Water. Beautiful. But yeah, tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Really cool support, guys, definitely, and I can't wait to see what it does in the TCG or in the casual scene. But guys, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching so much. We're about one, signing out. Later, guys.